Joining me here on the Rich Eisen Show, getting set for the season finale in SoFi Stadium against the San Francisco 49ers for his new team, the Los Angeles Rams, is the man who is the MVP of Super Bowl 50, a perennial Pro Bowler and All-Pro. Now with the Rams, he is Von Miller. How you doing, Von?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm just hanging out in LA, and it definitely does not suck being here.
It's a little warmer climes, huh?
It's a little warmer. Golf, you can play golf year round. The lights a little bit brighter, but it's still football at the end of the day.
Okay, well, let me hit you with the burning question of did you bring your chickens with you?
Did you? No, I did. I left them in Texas. I didn't bring them with me. It was so last minute, and it was so spur of the moment that I had. The chickens were the last thing on my mind when I came to LA.
Okay. Have you then just a brief follow-up. Have you named any of your chickens McVay or Donald?
No, I haven't. Stafford? But hopefully this playoff run, I have a lot of chickens named after my teammates on this team.
Okay. So how then let's get to the football. I had to ask about the chickens first. So the football aspect of it, where are you in your comfort level, your readiness for a playoff run that what it takes to win it all through? Aaron?
I'm comfortable, and I'm comfortable in this team. And we went to the Super Bowl in 2015, and this team has a lot of those similarities. To be honest, this team is probably more talented than that 2015 team. We got Jalen Ramsey, Aaron Donald, we got Leonard Floyd, myself. Our offensive line on this team is definitely more experienced and more seasoned. We got a whole stable of running backs. We got Cooper Kupp, the best wide receiver in the league. This team has a tremendous amount of talent. But what really gets me going and gets me excited about this team than, the 2015 team is, really the way we handle adversity, the way we handle, the odds being against us. These last couple of games, we threw, I think it was 2 picks. We had 3 turnovers in the last game. We were able to come out and win it. The game before that, we threw 3 interceptions as well. We were able to hold the lead and win that as well. Then the week before that, we threw 2 interceptions. And now you don't want to throw as many interceptions. You don't want to turn the ball over. But, whatever odds are presented against this team, we somehow find a way to overcome it. And, you don't want to make it tougher than it has to be, that's for sure. But, I'm pretty excited about this team and the way we handle adversity.
Well, I mean, in terms of comparing this team to that Super Bowl 50 team, when you say this team may be talented, you might hear from the sheriff on that one.
Peyton Manning is always going to be Peyton Manning. That's always going to be my favorite quarterback. That's always going to be my favorite quarterback ever. In any debate against any other Hall of Fame quarterback, I'm always ride with Peyton Manning. I'm just talking about, the core and the foundational players. That team was talented. It really was talented. We won 9 games within 3 points or less that season. This team, they're ready to go. We got to get to the playoffs. When we get in the playoffs, we got to continue to handle adversity and somehow find a way to string these games together.
Well, have you learned, Von Miller here on the Rich Eisen Show, what have you learned, if anything, about Aaron Donald that you didn't already know that you now know and can share with me and everyone else here?
I've always been a fan of football, and I've always studied the greats, how and why, what makes them great, what makes, Aaron Donald get, sack after sack, season after season. And, it's nothing like actually being here and seeing it. This guy is the same guy. He has that intensity that he has on a football field 24/7 on and off the football field. And of course, he opens up and he laughs with the guys, but you can always tell there's one thing on the mind. There's one thing on his mind, and that's being great. There's one thing on his mind is making game-changing plays, week in and week out. I get to see it. I play right on the left side of him. I get to see a tackle for loss. I'm thinking I'm about to make the tackle for loss, and then 99 comes out of nowhere and just engulfs the guy. And he's just like a great white shark, and his blood in the water, man. Any play that there is to be made from inside, outside, pass, double team, triple team, slide, he is definitely the real deal. No matter what offenses show at him, no matter what offenses throw at him, and I've seen the way he practices. I've seen the way he focuses in meetings. I've seen the way his teammates respect him, and it's very well earned, and he's just a beast on and off the football field, and it's been an honor and a privilege to be his teammate.
So he snagged some tackles for loss from you, like you think, here we go.
I mean, the ball it didn't come to me yet. I'm just waiting on the outside, thinking I'm gonna have a chance to make this play, and then you just see 99 shoot up the middle and just dash all those hopes for me. And it's been refreshing. It's definitely been refreshing playing with a guy like Aaron Donald. I've had some great teammates throughout my whole entire career. I've had played with DeMarcus Ware, Edwards Dumerville, Sean Phillips, Champ Bailey. I played with so many different Hall of Fame type players. And I think Aaron Donald is definitely gonna be a Hall of Famer. It's just so refreshing having a D tackle for once, one of the best D tackles to ever play the game, and I get to play football with him. And it's crazy because at the beginning of the season, me and Bradley Chubb, we were talking about games and football and stuff, and I was like, man, if I could play with a guy like Aaron, this is where I was still in with the Denver Broncos. This is like during training camp. I was like, man, if I could play with a guy like Aaron Donald, or we had a guy like Aaron Donald that's just gonna eat up those double teams and shoot up the field, man, we'd have 100 sacks. And it's crazy how you just speak stuff into existence. And 8 weeks later, I get traded to Los Angeles Rams, and it hurt at first, but it's kind of like pulling out a splinter. It hurts when you pull out the splinter, but every day after that, it just gets better and better, and it starts to feel good, and you start to think about the possibilities of playing with Aaron Donald and his team and this coaching staff and this offense that we have, man. And like I said before, when we first started this interview, man, it definitely does not suck being here, and it's an honor and a privilege being here, and I'm excited about it.
Well, you kind of touched on that. So I guess, again, you are where you are, and clearly you seem so happy and you seem excited about what's going on there. But why did it have to happen, do you think, for you to be in Los Angeles from Denver?
I don't know. And, I'm sure it's probably has something to do with my contract, or, not being able to, not being in the plans for next season to sign me back, or, whatever reason it was. At the end of the day, Denver definitely did right by me. They sent me to, the Los Angeles Rams, one of the best teams in the NFL, one of the best teams in the NFC. They were going to the playoffs, and they sent me to a good team to make a good team better. And plus, they didn't have to do it the way they did it. They paid the rest of my salary. They could have sent me off to the Jets, or sent me off to another team that's rebuilding. They could have sent me to the Jags, for, whatever they wanted to do. But, they sat and thought about what's best for me. And I, they told me that, but I definitely feel that. And I definitely believe that. They sent me here to the Los Angeles Rams, and they paid the rest of my salary. It wasn't about money. It was just about what's good for the Denver Broncos and what's good for me. And, I've had the utmost respect for George Payton and John Elway. And they definitely did right by me, and I appreciate those guys.
So, Von Miller here on the Rich Eisen Show. What about the long-term future of you there in Los Angeles? Have you talked about it? Do you want to do it? Like, what do you think?
But I still have a lot of football left. I still feel like I can still play. I still feel like I can rush. I'm still running with the young guys. LA, it definitely does not suck being here. I've always spent a lot of time here in LA. I'm very familiar with LA, and how it is being a big fish in a big pond like this. I'm very familiar with how things work and how things go, and I would love to be here. I would love to. Who wouldn't want to play with Aaron Donald? For the rest of their career, who wouldn't want to play with Jalen Ramsey and Matthew Stafford and all these other guys? Who won't want to have Coach McVay coach them? And it's crazy. This is the first time in my whole career where I've actually been older than my position coach. Thad Bogaris, my position coach, I'm actually a month and 2 days older than him. So it's a different dynamic being here. I'm the vet, and this guy kind of feels like when DeMarcus came to the Denver Broncos. Mm-hmm. Now I'm that DeMarcus on this team. So, I love being in LA. I love LA, and we'll just have to figure everything out in the off season. When you win Super Bowls, it kind of everything kind of works itself out anyway. And whatever opportunity that I can get, whatever opportunity that I'm presented with, man, I would love to, take advantage of it.
So obviously you got one more regular season game to go in which you can then make sure that you play the next week in SoFi, if not the next maybe 2 weeks in SoFi. And who knows from there that's where the Super Bowl is. Are you guys openly discussing, hey, last year the Bucs did it, why can't we do it? Why can't we do what the Bucs did last year, which is win in our own building? You talking about that?
No, we haven't talked about it. Of course, we know that the Super Bowl is going to be here, and we're aware of that. But right now, we're just about taking it 1 week at a time. And this team has been so even keeled throughout the losses, throughout the wins. They just they're the same group of guys. We come in, we do the same things, the same sense of humor. Everybody's confident in what they can do. Everybody's confident in who they are, from the players to the coaches to the media staff to the trainers. Everybody is just so even keel, and everybody expects to win, and everybody's confident that we can win. That we just take it 1 week at a time, and we just take each and every opportunity, and we compartmentalize it as its own individual opportunity, and we just take advantage of it, man. And it's been refreshing.
I mean, you do feel refreshed. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I get the sense that you're totally jacked up for this.
Yeah, I am, man. Usually I get nervous before games, and when I was with the Denver Broncos, I would get nervous, not in a sense that I was afraid or anything, like I wasn't sure of myself. It's just I want to go out there and I want to be the best Von Miller that I could possibly be. I want to go out there and make this be the best game that I ever played, and I still feel like that. But the nerves and anxiety, it kind of subsides when I look to my right and I see Aaron Donald. I look behind me and I see Jalen Ramsey, and I see Leonard Floyd across, and I see Coach McVay coaching. And on the other side, you got Odell Beckham, Cooper Kupp. It just it puts me at peace where I just got to do what I do, and the best thing that I do more than anything else in this world. I play golf. I'm a comedian. Yeah, I got to laugh right there.
Yeah, I mean, you got a stand-up act? Are we going to see you? We're going to see you. Maybe post-COVID. Knock on wood. Yeah. Do a set or two here in LA on Sunset.
Yeah, I mean that'd be good, man. That'd be good, man. I DJ too, and I do all of these things great. But the one thing that I do better than all of these things is rush the passer. And here with the Los Angeles Rams, all I have to do is focus on rushing the passer, and it's been refreshing, man. I love it.
Von, thanks for the time. Let's do it. I'd love to have you in studio because I'm LA based too. You know where I am.
Yeah, I'd love to come back.
Yeah, we had you on with Jim Gaffigan. That one day you put on this major. I mean, I don't know if you still have that necklace, the bling that he put on, and
yeah, I still got it. I still got all that. Yeah.
Okay, you still got it. And then he could have given you tips for stand up and everything. So let's do it. I could do it. We could put it back together.
Sure, Rich, man. We set it up. Hopefully, championship right after we play in the NFC championship, man. We can set something up, and it'd be good.
Let's do it. Okay, thanks for the time. That's Von Miller right here on the Rich Eisen Show. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.